Always sharp as a tack. He's got his eyes on the Nasdaq. Ain't no looking back. He wakes up every morning sipping on that coffee black, trading numbers on his screen. Yeah, he's got that knack. He's got his finger on the pulse, knowing when to buy or sell. He's making moves all day, making his portfolio well, from the open bell to the closing bell. He's ringing that cash register. With every trade he makes, he's getting closer to his treasure. He's a Nasdaq cowboy, riding that market wave. TBM ain't afraid to take risks. He's got money to save. He's catching those highs, dodging them lows, making his name. TBM's the king of the Nasdaq, playing his own game. He's a Nasdaq, king of the Nasdaq, playing his own game.
Oh, good morning. How we doing, chat? Hope you had a good weekend. Good Thanksgiving. Good time off. You're not in the States. Hopefully you still had some interesting time. I would imagine the markets were slowish. I didn't watch. Whole lot of nothing there for me. We had a good week though. Good, Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saw some family, hung out. That was pretty tiring afterwards, so I had a lazy weekend, which was nice. Morning, Ace, Todd, Simon, Ryan, good morning. Tack, Brom, what's up? Other Ryan, good morning. Justin, Helen, Geoff, good morning. Silver, good morning. Ace, Andrew, good morning. Yuri, Derek, Atsy, D-Trays, good, what's up? Waz, what's up? Dr. Manis, what's up? Seth Rogen's homie, good morning. Big Sugar Daddy, what's up? Simon, good morning. Adrian, what's up? Alrighty, so let's see here. Thursday, Friday, I guess. So pretty choppy both sessions. That's expected. We are opening up above yesterday's value area high, which I'm not going to put a ton of thought process into that, to be honest. Look at 21k psych level. We'll look at the range, obviously. Got markets opening here in 5 seconds. Pushing overnight highs. Trend is up right now. We'll play it accordingly. Got VWAP at 980. Markets are open. VWAP and yesterday's close at 990, 980 or so. Definitely an interesting spot. 21k psych level as well. News on the session. We've got... Let's see what we've got. I actually don't know. Let's see. 8:45 PMI, 9 o'clock ISM PMI. So as always, I always wait the first 15 minutes of the day. If I'm given an opportunity between 8:45 and 9, I'll take it, but a lot of times that just straight up doesn't happen. We'll see, but we do have news at 9 o'clock also, so something to be aware of there, chat. Alrighty. Also, if you haven't, make sure you press the thumbs up button down below. And Cyber Monday's here. Apex is 90% off. It's finally here, chat. 90% off on Apex accounts. Use code TBM or the link. It's pinned in the chat. It's above my head. But yeah, it's a 1 day to pass, 90% off. Good luck. Increased PA fees? It's technically not increased. It's just back above what it was. 85 was on sale. It's 125 is still on sale for lifetime. You can use the monthly. Yeah, it's a user choice. How long is the 90%? It is for till tomorrow at midnight. It's gotten to the point where I have a really hard time talking about the deals with y'all, to be honest. Most people are not taking, like, yeah. Most people are, yeah. A lot of complaining about the discounts. It's been constant in the Discord. It's already happening now. PA fee is more expensive. Most of y'all aren't going to keep your PA for more than a month. You're not capable of it. I don't know why you're paying the lifetime. I think you need a cold, you need like a little cold bucket of water thrown at you. If you were able to keep a PA longer than a month, then you wouldn't even be complaining about the current discount because you wouldn't be needing it. Anyways. Monthly PA fees are found on their website. Changes per account. All that to say, while $85 was the monthly PA fee for the 50K account, I believe, so it made sense to do lifetime. If it's more than that, then just do monthly. Go for the cheaper option, especially with 90% off. So 90% off on the 50K account, and then go with the monthly PA, because look at your own stats, if it makes sense or not. And if you survive longer than a month and you get a payout, then the extra couple of bucks is worth it. Anyways, so it's 90% off, code TBM. Also got it linked in the, you can read all of the announcements here in the announcements page. Trading platform help.com is also 35% off last day for a CR chart. That's what I use. I use this. Gary's built this for us. And the lifetime situation is here. Alrighty, what else? Wow, we are ripping. We got volume up here at 120. Nice little 80-point push so far off the open, chat. Wow, actually ripping. We've got news in 9 minutes, chat. 8 minutes. 8:45 and at 9 o'clock. But first. I got no idea. Finally a major street. Like Russia? Or Ukraine or somewhere around here? Bulgaria? Oh, bro gave me a city. Alright, I'll try it. 5.5 miles. Wow. Holy. Shout out to that dude. Suzuki. Dang it. I always get characters confused. I think it's Japan, right? I think that's Japan. I'm gonna go with it. $113. Bro, this dude's got a monopoly on the strip here. Wheels Butchery, Wheels Garage, Wheels Car Wash, Wheels Cuts and Spa. Dude's got it going. Actual wheels. I don't know, man. Just gonna go with that. Oh, wow. Not terrible. Okay. Still no stats, huh? Damn. Rip. Good showing. Good showing. You wait a certain length of time before your market or after market opens before looking for setup? I do. I wait 15 minutes. 15 minutes. 8:45 is always my green light to trade. I remember I clicked the button. I started that years ago at this point, purely because I was getting chopped up in the first couple minutes of the day. It would either go really well or really poorly. You know, you have moves like this, and like if you get on the wrong side of a move like this and you start trying to fade the whole way up, it just screws you, blows your accounts, etc. And I was tired of having that sort of thing happen or just being done right away. And like I would have it happen in a positive way, just enough to where I'd keep doing it on a stupid sort of way. So anyways, I decided to stop doing that after looking at my data and just wait the first 15 minutes. And I get a little bit more pace of what everything's doing also. It helps me figure out, you know, are we actually going to be continuing the trend? We're gonna have some weird shakeouts, things like that. Waiting the first 15 minutes helps. So I got 4 minutes essentially, so I'm like starting to look at trades. But we have news at 8:45. We also have news at 9 o'clock. Boy. Why time chart rather than TikToks? I use a 5-minute time frame, a 1-minute time frame. I have a 30-minute up here that I really just use so I can see the overnight. And then I use a 22 range, which would be closer to what you would call a tick chart. It's tick based. It's not like a true tick chart, but it is a tick based chart. Yeah, it's 90. It's 1 day to pass reactions. My code will always get you the very best available discount. Right now, it's 1 day to pass. It's 90% off. $125 lifetime activation fees. If you don't want to go lifetime, I would recommend going monthly. If you have trouble keeping it for longer than a month anyways, then it's cheaper to go monthly. On most of the accounts, I believe. Maybe not all of them. I can't remember specifically. I know for the 50K, it would be. So right now, you can go monthly PA. If you're having a hard time keeping it for longer than a month anyways, you can get a payout or two, right? And if you get a couple payouts or even one payout, it would pay for the next month. And then, yeah, 90% off. Bro, I have like crazy bloodshot going on here. I just saw that in the camera. I thought it was my eyelid off. I was about to blow up my face on the screen so I can see it very clearly, but I'll just go on a selfie mode instead. Yeah, dude got some crazy bloodshot going on. How many dad jokes do we have in the chamber? We have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today, Monday. We got 3 dad jokes for when we get 420 thumbs up. Click it, chat. Click it right now. Click it right now. I did not hit the in-laws with any dad jokes. They didn't ask about it, and I didn't want to bring it up after the last time. All right, chat. We got news at 8:45. We have PMI coming out at 8:45, just for a friendly reminder. And then we have ISM PMI at 9 o'clock. Delta is a little heavy. Mr. Pushup, we already talked about this. I really would recommend you going back and rewatching the stream. Or just get the monthly account. It makes more sense. And if you know you can keep your account longer than a month, then you're probably not going to trip about the $40. What's up, Dr. Man? Good morning. I forget what was the joke. Something about an old lady in the bank. Yeah, it was a elderly woman walks into the bank and asks the clerk to check her balance. He pushes her over. Something very close to that. Okay, news didn't really do too much. I would assume we're waiting for 9 o'clock, but I don't know. We'll see. How many pies and nuts with them over the weekend? I saw a pecan pie that I did not participate with. I actually had a piece of chess pie that was fantastic. Need 200 thumbs up, chat. All right. If we don't do it by 9 o'clock, I'm just gonna end the stream. So press the thumbs up button. We need to get lit before 9 o'clock. We need 200 people. Favorite Thanksgiving side: sweet potatoes or good bread. Deviled eggs if they're there. Fried okra if they're there, but they're not usually there. Jalapeno popper deviled eggs. Well, that sounds pretty solid. I don't think I've had something like that. I'm a traditionalist with deviled eggs. Just a little paprika on the top. I think it's paprika. The red flakes. But that sounds very nice. I actually, kind of a hot take, I didn't have a single bite of turkey this year. There was ham at every Thanksgiving meal I went to, and I opted for ham over turkey. Got a little bit of a little block up at 44. Nice, Geoff. I mean, it kind of makes sense with the amount of prep work and stuff that dude, Thanksgiving's so much work for like such a fast situation. Getting a little bit of buyers, nothing crazy. I am technically green lighted, but we got news in 10 minutes, chat. Just a friendly reminder. We always do a Korean feast the day after Thanksgiving, and it was epic. Don't want to be hanging around me for 28 to 48 hours after that, and deviled eggs. Kimchi belly mixed with deviled eggs. That's aggressive. Fire? I bet quite literally fire. I know it tastes like fire, but it probably also felt like fire. All right, we got size up through 200. Looks decent for like the continued slow grind. The 140 test is pretty aggressive here, but it might be the play. And we have to end the stream in the next 10 minutes if we don't get lit. That's true. Make sure you press the thumbs up button down below. We need 420 thumbs up. Click it. We're at 340. Need 80 more. Magical 40s here. Why not? That's funny, Jonathan. Nice. Oh, magical 80s now. We're almost there. 40 more. Got 3 jokes for you. And I have not snuck a peek at 2 of them. I've snuck a peek at 1 of them. Full hammer going into the 40 area. Might be worth a stab. A little bit of sellers, but maybe trying to round off here. We got new. Okay, there we go. We got news in 9 minutes, chat. Just as a reminder. Here's that second level. gonna go move that break even. I'm up like 5 points. Don't want to lose like 15 points on this trade if I'm up 5. Fine with a stop out if it happens. Obviously I want the momentum to carry us, but it's having a hard time. But I'm hands off here, so whatever happens, happens. Nice. There we go. Full 10 points there. That's $200 across my 20 accounts. Times my 20 accounts. Drop some little bags for that. Just going off of the untested wick here. It's not a true wick test. We ended up quickly flushing the one that I got in at. Bounced off the first wick, 37. I got in at 40. I took 3 points of drawdown for a 10-point trade there. And we're almost lit. I need, what, 20 more people to get lit? I'm so glad to be trading again. This has been too much time off for me the last 2 weeks. With Vegas plus Thanksgiving, I was starting to feel a little antsy this weekend. Glad to be back. And it's lit. Alrighty. This is from Friday of last week, November 29th, Friday. Why did the student eat his homework? Why did the student eat his homework? The teacher said it was a piece of cake. Wow, nice rips too, huh? I could have been in for a 30-point move, huh? But that's okay. Markets will always be moving. I got my base hit off of 3 points of drawdown. I got what I was comfortable with. Nice base hit to start my week. I don't need the whole 30 points. Markets are always going to move. Alrighty. Saturday and Sunday this past weekend. What did the triangle say to the circle? What did the triangle say to the circle? You're pointless. Rip. Shots fired. Okay, December 2nd today, Editor Andrew's birthday, chat. I don't think there's going to be a recap today, by the way. No recap because it's Andrew's birthday. So drop an HBD for him, I guess. December 2nd. What did the grape say when it was crushed? What did the grape say when it was crushed? Nothing. It just let out a little whine. Oh boy. Just let out a little whine. Dang, I want to read tomorrow's joke so bad based on our current conversation. But I can't do that. Rip. You can? And I just find like a new one tomorrow? No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I've stuck with it for like a full year. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm not gonna skip a day here. I mean, look at the 1 minute little trend here. We got 3.5 minutes till news. Patience and discipline, right? Do we have a 2025 dad joke calendar yet? No, not yet. Gonna have to figure that out. Gonna have to figure it out. All right. So I'm up $200 off of that first trade of the day. I'm on 50K accounts. 50K PAs, got 20 of them. The 50K account right now is 90% off. with code TBM up until tomorrow at midnight. So December 3rd at midnight, the deal goes away. The 90% off goes away, but it is 90% off until tomorrow at midnight. Got to get Julia on that. See, here's the thing. I'm not going to tell her that because she's the one that got me this one to begin with. And she knows it's been a big hit. And if I tell her to do that, it's going to like ruin the fun. I'm just going to let her casually surprise me again. Which kind of just puts the ball in her court. Hopefully that, yeah. Hopefully she comes through. I bet she will. Almost an 80 to 20 rotation there. Is she watching? I don't know. Almost an 80 to 20 rotation. Really 70 to 20. Got Frank ran by 10 points. Cool way to ruin the surprise, guys. Rip. Matt, if Julia does not come through, maybe Santa will. True. Very true. All right, there's the news, chat. That's ISM PMI. Came out at 9 o'clock there. Probably could have given you a little bit of heads up, but I've talked about it like 20 times today already. So there you go. We got juice through 200. We got a couple big blocks through 150. Nice push up off of the 20s, honestly. 26. Really nice push up off of that. I kind of want us to see us sweep like 150 one more time and then go for the push, but we'll see. Any idea when the next 80% discount off will be? No clue, but it's 90% off right now, Cole. %90 off with code TBM, or you can go to tbm.gg/apex up there. But yeah, it's 90% off right now, and 1 day to pass. Matt, will the merch rather come back? Will the merch ever come back? I need a Nasdaq cowboy hoodie. Maybe. Maybe. What do the colors represent on the DOM? On this DOM? Like the green and red? Green is buy, red is sell. When there's a big block, it's quantity based. I use 50K, Alex. I love my hoodie and my wife steals it all the time. Nice. That's a sign of a good quality hoodie, honestly. If the wife takes it because it's too comfy, success. And a good quality wife. Facts. Yeah, true. Do you have to pass in one day? No, it's just the minimum days. Minimum days. Well, I'm gonna do it, chat. I don't really know if I like bodies or wicks more, but just for the sake of the example, here we go. It's been around long enough for the rising wedge. For the rising wedge, bro. Meme. Yeah, it is pretty close to the 1 standard deviation as of right now. It's a rising wedge, bro. That's a classic. That's truly a classic. We got juice through 21,200 or up to 21,200. I want to get long. I just want to get long where it makes sense to get long and not get in prematurely. I was gonna say something else. With premature is just one of those very, very questionable words. It gets out of context very quickly. 65 could be interesting. Pretty aggressive. You're trading futures while everyone else is on the XRP bandwagon? Yeah. Yeah, futures still, or crypto's still rocking, huh? Matt, did you see the guy whose pet chicken passed a funded account? No, I did not. Is that a YouTube video? Is the chicken for sale? Great follow up there. We're just gonna grind it to 100 or 200, excuse me. I really want to participate in this. I just want to do it somewhat smartly. No, but the chicken is selling a course now. Yes. Yeah, you can join the chicken's paid group. I mean, like, honestly, probably could get away with something like this just with how we're moving and grooving right now, but still seems aggressive. Okay, I think I would have just gotten filled. I would have. We got some sellers coming through. 1 minute left on this candle too. Going into that 66 area. If we get the quick slap into 66, I'll take it. We got volume up here too now. And I'm out for that. For that reason, I'm out. Whenever we get volume after a nice move like this, I mean, we're up 140, 150 points off the high, or from low to high of day. We get volume at the highs. That's usually a little questionable. Why is there that much volume being conducted at 150 points off the lows, right? Usually there's a little bit of a rotation. I don't know. We'll see if it actually plays out that way or not this time. But usually there's a little bit of a rotation. We still got liquidity higher, 190, 200, 210. And just because of point and control flip, like, I don't want to, I personally am not going to be just like blindly shorting this either. I still like the longs. It's just I want to be smart about it. Actually, with the point and control flip, I am curious where this puts us at. Now that we could potentially see a little bit more of a larger move off the highs, or off the rotation of the highs. Imagine. Exclamation point strat, Damien. The passing 20 accounts, also the last two uploads I think are good ones for learning the way that I trade. Redline algo ran you? Yeah, no kidding. Stupid redline algo. I can still see us slapping off of this 80 level though, to be honest. We still have buyers though, but there's still hope. Redline algo is truly undefeated though. We're just gonna push it right into new highs, huh? Technically a cheap trade up here. But I can't get behind shorting this with the juice higher. But I mean, it's pretty tight. You're risking 3 points for an instant 10 points. There's a sweep of the highs. God, Gary's such a savage. Gary's a savage in the Discord. Oh my god. How's the office coming along? Good. House, I think we'll be in there this month, so that's exciting. Be in the new house this month. Should be in the office this month. Little hammer on the 1 minute. I use Sierra chart right now until my platform drops. Should be dropping the name of the platform and very early beta sign up list. We'll be dropping this month. We'll be dropping the name and the very early sign up for beta list. For hopefully a Q1 beta. Should be Q1 beta, and then we'll gradually roll out, making sure that everything's working, obviously. Retest the point of control. Not my own prop firm, my own platform. Plat, not prop. Form, not firm. Platform. But until then, see our chart still. Does Apex have the 22 range chart? It depends on what platform you use. Apex does not do anything with your trading charts. No retest of point of control there. I feel like 72 is actually a decent spot. Potentially 66. But if buyers are going to hold up, I don't hate point of control if buyers are going to hold up. That's a bounce off of, oops. Wouldn't even let me look at it. That was a bounce off of the prior open. 75 or so. All right, I got filled. 66 would have been the better play. Got a little bit of sellers coming through also on Delta. We'll see if they stick around or not, or if we get the bid up off of the 65, 66 area. Still got the block at 200, but we might be shaking around before then. Barely swept the low. I'm going to give it a second, see if we actually sweep it or not. It's a new candle open here. So right where we've been bouncing the last couple of times, right above that +1 standard deviation. Exact same type of bounce as last time. Point of control at 70. Losing a little bit of steam potentially on the buyers here. That's what I'm watching right now is just Delta. See how the DOM is moving also. Down like 5 points right now. I like the spot where we bounced. I honestly like the rejection of point of control there for a little stall. I think if we go back up into 70, we should push through it. We'll see if that happens here or not. Or through, excuse me, point of control of 72, I guess. If we can't do it, then I'm just going to kill it and move on. But I like the kind of move like that. Like the, you know, bounce where it makes sense, reject where it makes sense, roll back up, push through. Back up into the 80s. Still kind of chopping it. Want some buyers to come through though. I'm gonna go and move that break even. It's not worth it for me to get giga red on that trade. I already let it go into drawdown for the bid up off of the +1. So I'm not gonna full round trip that again, which is very possible, I think, if we can't get back above volume cleanly here. I like the play into the 80s. It's just not happening. So went and took a break even. Still up 10 points on the day. Across the 20 accounts, still up 10 points. Took a break even there. Took that trade into drawdown. I think in a perfect world, this is what I was thinking. Is like in a perfect world, it's like the stop is at 62, but I knew that I wanted to rebuy somewhere around here, and I didn't know if I would be able to get a clean entry, like specifically in this spot. Reasoning being is it's exactly where we bounced the last 2 times. I didn't know if I'd be able to get a clean entry, so I just figured I'd hold it for the extra 5 points. And maybe that's right, maybe that's wrong, I don't know. This trade, I'd be, what, 5 points away still from getting filled out here. I think I got in at 72. It's 78 right now. So maybe missed a little bit of move here, but I think the odds of us rolling over again were pretty likely. And after not really having a big taste of green, I think the break even is just the right play there. At a bare minimum for the emotional capacity of not trying to hold on to this thing. And there's nothing worse than taking a trade instantly in drawdown to get a bid back up, and then you're hanging out manageable 5 points, and then just to be right back down into the instant drawdown that you originally experienced. That's like the worst feeling ever. So there we go. Just a reminder, chat, no recap today. I'll leave the stream up, no recap, because it's editor Andrew's birthday. So the absolute worst. Yeah, it really does suck a lot to like carry something from drawdown back to break even, and then you get greedy at the break even mark, and then see, I would have gotten full 10 points there. It flashed 82, so I would have gotten the full 10 points, but it would have kind of a gross way to do that. So, but yeah, nothing worse than taking a trade from drawdown to break even and not getting out at break even after the market kind of gave you your out and you were greedy instead, and then you carry it back down into that same drawdown, if not worse. We've all been there. We've all been there. Can't deny that we haven't been there. At least I imagine like 99.9% of us have been there, at least in this chat. But it's such a terrible feeling, and it really screws up a lot of trades the rest of the day, if there's even trades left on the day, because sometimes it just blows you out for the whole day. Nice close, hammer. Just gonna eat it all the way back up, or what? If we didn't have this block at 200, I'd say we're starting to go a little sideways, rolly looking action. Delta's having a hard time. Yeah, 84 spots, pretty interesting. Can you tell us a little bit about the features going into your platform? Not too much, for should be obvious reasons. There's other platforms out there that don't have the things that we're talking about doing. But it will be web-based, so Mac and PC users can use it. Web-based for now, at least. We're gonna have lots of cool lockout features. I don't think that's too much to say. Cool lockout features, built-in trade copier that will work across multiple data feeds. Will it be volume or order flow based? It will have those options. You will be able to do that. Yes. It will be free or no? No. This is not a donation sort of venture. This is a very expensive venture, to be perfectly honest. And this is not a donation based venture. A charity. That's why everything, I mean, Sierra chart, it's good. We are making it, yeah, you'll understand the pricing as far as competitiveness goes. But anything that's worth using is going to cost money. The trade copier will be included with the platform, Michael. All right, and that's enough questions about the platform for now. We'll be talking about more information with that as time progresses. But you just got to buckle up. Get excited. I'm pumped. I don't hate the 84 short. Took a cheap one off 84. I like that G off. I like it a lot, honestly. I'm having a hard time just because we've been so grindy all day. And it still feels, honestly, like a little grindy from like a delta perspective, but that 84 short, if you grabbed it, I mean, it's decent just then. 9 points. Kenny, it's gonna be, I mean, no offense to those guys, but it's gonna be significantly better. All right, IB is set, chat. IB is set. Initial balance is set. It set a minute and a half ago. I did not talk about it, but it did set a minute and a half ago. We got initial balance at 96 and a half. We got the block at 200 or so. Would imagine it's right at 200. Yeah, right at 200. 107's been sitting there all day long. That breakout doesn't seem bad to go fill the block, but I don't know. I'm a little nervous about it. Can't wait. Sign me up. Yeah, signups will be we'll have signups for like a first come first serve sort of early beta testing. We'll drop this month, Q1, and then Q1 we'll like we're gonna get the list started this month and then drop the name and all that fun stuff, and then should be Q1. We'll start opening up for beta feature testing, things like that, and go live after that. The problem with IB breakouts is where do you put your stop? Depends on structure. I think it's purely structure based on an IB breakout. And then the thing is you got to just move it move it break even as fast as you possibly can, I think. But I don't know. Still figuring it out. And I just have a hard time trusting it because I've gotten burned on it so many times. But every time I don't do it, it actually works. So there's that. Later, Ryan. See you tomorrow. Have a good day. Happy Monday. Oh, are we gonna do it, chat? What do you think? Do you think we break out of 196.5, or do you think we just chop it? Chop or rip, huh? There goes. Will we get 200 here? Surely, right? Got a 98 block also. 98 and 200. Surely. There's 98. 99, 200 blocks. Oh, gosh. Untested wicket at 200. Interesting spot for sure. A little bit of volume at 90 here. Might hold us up. Rip. Rip. Missed it by 3 ticks. Less than a point. Rip. And there's a full fill out that I missed also. Dang. Ah. 3 ticks. Missed it by 3 ticks for a full TP run out. Almost instantly. Shame. Shame, shame. It's the worst. Bummer. I'm not taking that IB retest. I like a close. I like a good close above, not just like a sweep and stop. It's always spooky to me. Very spooky. Very spooky. Slap. Nice yoink. We still got point of control here. Prior point of control, or at least current point of control, I should say. 72 or whatever. Honestly, 72 would be about that same spot on the one standard deviation, which is interesting, but it feels like a knife. Will merch be available again? I'm not sure yet. Just joined stream. What happened? I've taken 2 trades, 1 break even, 1 winner. So I'm 10 points up on the day across my 20 accounts. And then I just missed a fill by 3 ticks on a trade that would have run instantly to my 10 points in the money. But I missed it by 3 ticks, which is fine. And then we slapped. Got someone in the chat talking about 20,900. Next move, maybe. GG's, bro. Ready to put some money on golf now? Played last week in Mexico, shot a 41 on the front with 3 birdies in a row. No comment on the back 9. Wow. Nice. 41 is solid. Jeez. That's a lot of strokes on putt-putt. That's my luck would be like a 41 on the front and then like quad triple or something on the back to still put me at like 95, 96. Anyway, the 90 is solid though. Like 49 is tough, but that's okay. Okay, IB again. We got volume about 90 now. That's that volume that I was talking about just a second ago. Honestly, don't hate the sell with a stop above 200 potentially. Something like this. Might be too late. Most likely is too late because we go back up. We're going to run that little high. You're risking $30. Yeah, seems worth it. Seems worth it. We get the fill. Because this is giving rejecting IB vibes big time. And if we push through, still rejecting 200, I think. And that's where we stopped the last couple times. The only downside is that we've just been pretty grindy. Delta's kind of grindy also. I don't know. Yeah, right-ish play. Yeah. Should have just taken the short at IB, huh? Instead of trying to get a little bit more fancy with it. That was fairly clean. Got some little micro blocks in the 80s here. We'll see if we rotate back down. Prior point of control 72. Definitely an interesting spot if we kind of run these wicks a little bit. We've been bidding 75 quite often. Okay. There's that 75 area. And there's 72. That's prior point of control. Prior point of control here at 72. I like the idea of bouncing there. I just can't. I have a very hard time blindly buying that. Very, very hard time. So I didn't. Now we got volume at 80. So we got prior point of controls at 72 and 90. Those are all three high volume spots. Little 1 minute doji. I mean, this is the type of candle that, like, it's if it gives the retrace, 50% of the retrace there at 75, with it being the spot that it is pretty decent. But I doubt that we get that retrace. Seems too pumpy already. What's up, Bigfoot? Nice push off of the 1 minute doji. I mean, doji both played pretty nicely, to be honest, off the high and off of the low. And here's prior point of control and current. Just flipped back at 90. Just flipped back at 90. Didn't really have that many sellers on the push down. There's also the 1 standard deviation. I didn't know that. So that was pretty clean. 1 standard deviation plus buyers holding a plus point of control. I probably should have taken it. Or prior point of control, 72. A lot of volume there. Probably should have taken it, but whatever. Rejecting old point of control, volume at 90. I mean, we're just bouncing volume to volume right now. The reason I keep saying is because it's pretty, like, that's what we're doing. Also just happens to be 10 point increments. But the 90 to 80 rotation, 80 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90. Hanging out magical 80s here. Why is that cup so big? Because it has a lot of water in it. Or it did have a lot of water. I drank most of it. All right, 20 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. Let's see how we close out. I personally would like us to see see a heavy close probably. But bouncing 80 here is also probably pretty likely. You can see where we've been rejecting on the 22 range. All right, I'm gonna take the 75 buy. Give it a shot. Sweeping through 72. That happened very quickly. Got a lot of sellers. Stop zooming. That went right into the 1 minute zone. Into this crap. We snapped 72 pretty quick. I don't think I like it down here. See what happens at 64. Get through 64, it might actually push a little bit. We did get through 64. $71. I gotta take that off. Up 10 points to down 7 points, up $200 total to down 7 points. This is feeling very melty now. I was trying to go with the trend, and I think we finally rolled over. Like, this is looking a little snappy, so not trying to keep around on that. Had a really good 10-point trade right off the bat. Then I had a break-even trade that I took drawdown on. Then this trade I entered, and it literally snapped as soon as I entered, like instant 10 points or something. So down 140. I'm gonna call it there. I don't think it makes sense for me to try and trade this pre 10 o'clock anymore. Still in a decent spot on the day. Down 7 points. There's a lot of opportunity for me here, but I want to see if we roll over or not. And I think that's very, very important, is to figure out, are we going to roll over, or do we snap back inside the range? For how the next 30 minutes to an hour are going to play out. So overall, I'm happy with that kill. I think I set myself another 10, 15 points or something just then. So happy with the kill. Down 140, but that's okay. Had a lot worse days. Started off really strong too. First trade felt really good. Second trade did not feel good. That trade felt good on the entry. It just, I mean, it instant snapped. So on to the next. I'd rather be wrong right away. Should have killed it right away, I guess, but whatever. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow morning, everybody. No recap today. Editor Andrew is celebrating, so no recap today. I'll see you tomorrow morning, and in Discord as the day progresses. See if any other trade setups line up and things like that. Good luck. Be smart, be patient. 90% off on Apex with code TBM. Peace out, everybody. Peace.
He's sharp as a tack. He's got his eyes on the Nasdaq. Ain't no looking back. He wakes up every morning sipping on that coffee black. Trading numbers on his screen, yeah, he's got that knack. He's got his finger on the pulse, knowing when to buy or sell. He's making moves all day, making his portfolio well, from the open bell to the closing bell. He's ringing that cash register. With every trade he makes, he's getting closer to his treasure. He's a Nasdaq cowboy, riding that market wave. TBM ain't afraid to take risks. He's got money to save. He's catching those highs, dodging them lows, making his name. TBM's the king of the Nasdaq, playing his own game. He's a Nasdaq, king of the Nasdaq, playing his own game.